show, we're going to be coming out of talking about it right from the news desk itself, kind of the background of it. So talk to us first of all about why put together a reality show like this that takes contestants on such a wild ride through such an experience.
Well, look, I got tired of interviewing people and not knowing what I got. I mean, we moved to Miami. We looked at 800 resumes. The amount of time, money, resources, and the energy, just the energy that it took from my staff to go through 800 resumes that you and I both know, that even the person doing the resume would admit there's exaggerations, there's lies. I mean, the resume only benefits the average person, and it's basically, it doesn't do anything for great people because it's just words. So after we did these 800 resumes, I'm like, okay, there's got to be a better way to hire people. And they're like, well, you can't ask any questions. You can't ask about credit. You can't ask if you've been arrested. You can't ask about your last employee. I can't call the last guy and say, how did he do? Because he's at risk if he answers. I can't ask, are you willing to travel? I literally can't ask anything. And so I said, the way I could ask is if we don't do a job interview and we do a TV show and just have them sign a consent form. Now I can ask anything I want. I can do anything I want because it's reality TV.
Let's talk about some of the winners that you've had. We're only a few episodes in, but we were able to kind of watch some of these all the way through, both of the episodes we've seen so far. Talk about the background of the winners. What has really separated them and what has made them so great?
Look, I hire different than many people do, okay? Some people are looking for good people and average people. I'm looking for crazy people, okay? I have found in my life, like military people work out great for me because they're all in, dude. They're fanatics. They tend to be like, okay, I'm all in and I don't mind following orders. So I look for people that have high compliance, that are able to duplicate extremely fast. Like if I tell a guy, say this right now on the phone, the guy that has to think and can't just comply to the order typically doesn't work out well for me, okay? I want people that will duplicate, comply, get behind the general, support me, and do whatever it takes. That's the thing I'm looking for. I'm not looking for people that only want to work 25 hours a week. I know people want to do that job. They're not coming to work here. They're going to last 1 week, and we're going to freaking smoke them.
So there were some you had, too, that definitely got smoked there.
Dude, look, half the people that we had here, the name of the show is Whatever It Takes, and half the people showed up late anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm talking about educated people. I'm talking about mature people. So it didn't matter what your ethnicity was, your religion was, your age was, your criminal background. I wasn't looking at any of that. I don't care about any of that. I don't care what you've done for the last guy. What can you do right now? Are you willing to bring whatever it takes? And we hired some unbelievable people out of this. We made mistakes with 2 people, and they were gone in less than a week. But we condensed the amount of time we spent with people to find out who we had and who would be problems, like Larry, Little Man. Yeah. Okay, if you haven't seen this episode 2, Little Man, dude, I would never know in a regular interview that Little Man would be a problem.
Yeah, and he turned out to be a problem too. He had the personality, but just couldn't rope it in.
Hey, we hired Eddie. Eddie was the best salesperson. He did the best on the show. We hired Eddie, but Eddie had debt that we didn't find about later, that he had 5 kids back in Vegas and he had to go home right away. He could not handle it because of his financial condition. Yeah. The person that was the runner-up made $53,000 with my company because we went back and hired her. Yeah. She made $53,000 with my company the 3rd month she worked with us.
Wow.
She was a star right from the get-go. She just wasn't the winner.
Yeah. Wow. And sometimes that's the way it'll shake out. And let's kind of get back to that mentality of the little man you were talking about there. He had such a personality, and he wasn't able to rein that in. There's got to be a fine line, I imagine, between whatever it takes and pure insanity. Where does that fine line got to be written at?
Yeah, well, look, the whatever it takes needs to be ethical, and it needs to be productive. It can't just be, it's like my whole 10X thing. We got this whole craze going with 10X. Some people get a little carried away with it. I'm like, dude, calling me 10 times in 10 minutes and all 10 calls are bad. It's like, you just sound like an idiot now. I mean, somebody needs to put you in an institution because you sound like a whack job. So, and I think some people have misunderstood this whole kind of 10X, whatever it takes thing. whatever it takes is actually not somebody that would do the unethical. It's the person that prepares himself so well, they never have to be unethical. They can do it within the confines of professionalism, and they're productive in their energy and their effort.
Grant, before we let you go here, the show's a part of a new network of shows that you put together. Talk about putting together this network. What brought you this idea to do this? Because this is something great.
Well, yeah, I got tired of depending on CNBC and Fox to give me publicity. So I'm like, hell, I'm going to create my own network, do it myself. We have 31 shows. We're getting 900 hours of content viewed a day. Rather than me giving all my views to YouTube, I am now controlling my viewership and collaborating with other very talented people like Jeffrey Gitomer, Tom Hopkins. I mean, the list goes on and on. I got a freaking list of unbelievable talent, from people that show you how to trade stocks, to buy on margin, to Ray Lucia, who's been in radio for years talking about how to retire your money. Larry Winget talks about how to grow a set, grow a pair. And I mean, I got some great talent and some unbelievable people coming that are going to keep providing entrepreneurs, salespeople, managers, and business owners with great entrepreneurial content.
Yeah, and it's all positive. It's all motivation. It's something that somebody can go to every day and learn something about their craft and get better at it.
Yeah, and it's not just sales. It's half of it's women, half of it's men, but it's all whatever it takes to be successful.
Perfect. There it is. Whatever It Takes Network. Grant Cardone, thanks so much, buddy.
You're the man. Thank you.